And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, 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 yo.
You about to freestyle? You
No,
about
no,
to
no,
freestyle?
no,
Oh
no.
man.
I ain't gonna give it. I ain't gonna even do that to them tonight.
The people ready. The people ready. They want it.
Actually, you know what? The people ain't ready. They just it's Kendrick Lamar time. So I ain't gonna even
Oh
put
God.
put myself out in the atmosphere like that because
Oh
I'm
God.
gonna just let Kendrick get his glory right
You
now.
know
So
what? I got a thought about Kendrick Lamar. I'm gonna
you got
say
a
it.
thought?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna bring it up later. And people gonna. I'm not hating, but I got a thought on him. Man.
When somebody say they not hating, usually that means they're mega hating.
I'm not because I like Buddy, and I think
Hmm.
he's a very
And when
very
they
good.
call somebody buddy, they definitely hating.
Oh, I like dude. He probably one of the few West Coast rappers I like. So I
Okay.
mean, but I just Anyway, what up, y'all? We back episode 38. 38. Let's see who was the great number 38. The last 38 that I know played for the Bears. You probably remember his name was Danielle Manning. That's the last 38 that I know. He was a safety
I
for the
remember
Bears.
him.
For the Bears during the Lovie Smith the years.
Oh, okay. Was
Yeah,
he
that's the last
decent?
38. I mean, he was all right. He
Yeah.
was drafted from HBCU. That's where Lovie Smith got him from, I believe. Other than that, episode 38, we back. I'm Coach Mo. We got Latisse in the building.
Yes.
Um, she does not give us a freestyle as of yet, but before 2022 is out, I believe she will drop that.
I gotta do it, bro. When we together, that way I can get you can give me a beat, and then I can
Yeah,
just I can run my flow.
we're gonna drop it for the culture because the culture wants it.
The
Yeah,
culture needs it. Yeah.
the culture wants it. You know,
Yeah.
they want to hear it.
Yeah.
Um, so hey, we got this great weather this week. What's your plans for this week?
Look, Mackin and hanging, Mackin
Whoa,
and
whoa,
hanging.
whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, I'm
You went
joking.
with a classic there.
I'm
A
joking. Yeah,
classic.
that's one of my favorite movies. Probably in my for sure top 10, maybe top 5.
That movie was good.
Yeah, because I'm silly. So, but then I like romantic comedies, and then
Yeah, yeah,
that was a good that was we had a string of like good black
we
romantic
did.
comedies around that time, like that late '90s,
From
early
like
2000s.
'99 to 2002, we had a run.
Yeah, yeah,
We
we
had
had
a
a
run.
run. So
Let me ask you
yeah.
this though, since we talking about that,
Hmm?
I think the wood is underrated. Like I don't think people give the wood that much uh, love because the wood was I thought very very relatable.
It was. It was. I thought it was definitely relatable to our time. Like I said, I liked it because it was a romantic comedy, but it was very funny. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it
And a
was.
lot of times with our movies, for whatever reason, bro, when we do like romantic comedies, sometimes they be like corny, right? Like Sprung or something like
Oh,
that.
that was
Like
trash.
trash.
Yeah,
But
let's
we
be
got a
real. That
bro,
was
we got
trash.
a whole bunch of those though. We got a whole bunch of those. We don't have a whole bunch of woods, in my opinion. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
we needed
saying?
we needed more of the wood. The wood was good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in your opinion, so I be thinking about this all the time, and that's why I bring it to the pod. So if we say from '99 to 2002,
Mm-hmm.
with that nice run of those, we can call them black rom coms, or we can call them black whatever, love whatever love stories. What
Mm-hmm.
was the best one? Because it's two that people gonna always put up there.
People gonna always say love and basketball,
That's the one I was thinking about. That's the
but
one.
that's not my favorite one.
Okay.
So okay, so for me it's the wood.
Okay.
And then probably during that little stretch is probably brown sugar.
Ah.
Those
Okay.
probably those probably
Okay.
my two favorite during that little late '90s, early 2000 run. That's probably my
hmm
two favorites. Yeah,
I'm gonna say for me, my favorites was "Deliver Us from Evil"
I love Deliverance from Eva. Yeah,
and "Brown Sugar."
my sisters say I'm Eva.
Really?
Deliver us to Eva
Really?
because she was the big sister, and then she direct the choir, and she was like keeping everything in order. They always be saying that's me.
Okay. All right. I can see that. Then if they put it like that. If
It's
they
so
put it like
silly.
that. But you wasn't. I mean,
I wasn't that. I'm not a type. I'm not a type.
you're not a
Type. Yeah,
you're
I'm
not
not
a
a type, but
bitch.
like that. No,
Yeah,
not
nah. So she
no.
was, yeah.
She
But
was. Yeah, she wasn't too nice.
no, okay, all right. But those are I be thinking about those because sometimes I don't know if you got the Tubi app, but
I
sometimes
think we talked about Tubi.
the
Yeah,
movies, it's a lot of movies. The movies we just talked about be on
yeah,
there,
yeah,
and I have to watch them.
yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
watch
That's how I feel. Anytime I see if the wood is on, I don't care if it's on TNT, VH1. I gotta watch it.
them.
Like
Yeah,
I gotta watch the wood. I gotta watch Deliver Us from Eva.
yeah,
I gotta watch Brown Sugar.
yeah.
I gotta watch. You know what I like surprisingly, bro.
What?
It probably didn't get a lot. Like it wasn't like super big, but you
What's
remember
that?
that movie called Something New
Mm-hmm.
with Sanaa Lathan?
Not Lathan. Yep.
That was good. So
That was good.
I did actually like that one too. So
Who was the dude in there? I forgot.
the white boy,
Yeah.
I can't think of his name, but he was in a few like I don't
Yeah.
think he wasn't like a really big superstar, but he's been in a few
She was sprung on
movies.
him.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
She sprung
Yeah.
him. The white brother put it on her.
Yeah, he put that little white sugar on him.
White sugar. Oh, white sugar.
Gave her a little vanilla.
That white sugar had her gone at the end,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Hey,
She
Love Jones. After further review, watching Love Jones as I got older. Girl, what's her name? Nina Mosley. What was her name?
Yeah.
She wasn't shit. She wasn't shit. She was
Why?
toxic.
Why,
Was
bro?
toxic.
You know what?
Think
Somebody
about
else.
it.
I had this conversation with somebody else
Think
about
about it. Let's just be real. Think about it. Think
how
about
is
it.
she toxic? She was honest. Toxic is when you're not being honest. She was honest about where she was in her life.
Okay.
And he's the one who acted like, oh yeah, it's cool. We just kicking it.
But why she go
True
see dude
male.
in New York though?
She said, that was her fiance, and it kind of, I don't agree with that part because I'm not a person that did back like that. So but I get it. Like I get why in the movie why she did it. She had some unsettled feelings. I can't say I don't dip back like that. I've had conversations with exes for a quote unquote some kind of closure, I guess. Not often, but I've had those conversations, and that was it. She went back to see if those feelings were still there, and probably to get some closure.
She broke Darius' heart, bro.
But they wasn't together.
It don't matter. He was.
It does matter. That's dude's number one thing they say, bro. It's always it don't matter. Like we could talk. A woman can say we was together every day. We talked on the phone every day, and this is that whatever. And the guy said, but we wasn't together. I never said I want to be with you. Right or wrong?
Fam, he took her to the most
No,
popular.
that's not what I asked. Right or wrong? Is that more than likely a conversation that a guy would?
Yeah, if they just smashing her, but they weren't just smashing.
That's what Darius said. They were just smashing.
That was the hurt mechanism.
Okay, it don't matter. He's sad in Neek's voice. He said what he said. He said it's all good. We just kicking it. Okay, well, bye. I see you when I get back.
And then she go out with Buddy, the homie in the clique. She go out with him, and then
they wasn't together.
That's what her dumb ass get. That's what she get. That's what she get.
Technically, she can do that because technically they wasn't together. And if it was the other way around, guys would be saying, "I told you we wasn't together, and you made that up in your head."
He didn't go
and
out
we
with
would
her
not
homie.
get a pass for.
He didn't go out with her homie.
We don't know that. He went out with another hoe.
But she didn't know him.
Well, I mean,
look, Nina was toxic.
But guys always be like, they don't. I mean, y'all don't care about somebody dating y'all. I mean, somebody that you just smashing. You don't care about somebody else talking to her, right? That was her thought. Because I would be thinking the same thing. You was just smashing me. You didn't want anything deep with me. So the fact that I went out with your friend, what does it matter?
But that wasn't her thought, though.
Yes, it was. I'm a woman. I'm telling you, that was her thought.
That wasn't what the movie showed. That what I thought.
What was the movie showing then? Movie showed what?
The movie showed her when she told Darius that she was still trying to figure things out with dude. Darius was like, "Oh, okay, it's cool." At that point, when a dude say it's cool, he hurt.
Okay, well,
He hurt.
he should have said it. He should never said it was cool then. That's the problem, bro. See, that's why we need Kevin Samuels here. You have to say what you mean and mean what you say, and not say these, trick questions, these trick answers, because you're trying to cover up your feelings. Listen, say what it is. If you care and you don't want me to leave, and you thought we was doing something else, say that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say this: Nina Mosley. One shit.
Nina Mosley, I get her.
And
I'm Nina.
At the end, it took her to realize that Darius was the one for her, and he put it on her, and she realized.
That's not what made her realize that.
What was it then?
It was not
the movie. Now you could try to.
It was not. They had good sexual energy, but that's not the reason.
Energy, huh?
Yes, they had good sexual energy. The
motherfucker woke up and cooked their breakfast. That's more than energy.
That was him. That was him. That wasn't her.
But I'm saying, ain't more than energy. She hurt that man.
No,
he cooked breakfast.
He hurt himself.
He cooked breakfast.
He hurt himself for not being honest. Period.
Oh,
and when ladies see this, I bet you they agree with me.
Because y'all both got the same organs, so yeah, y'all gonna agree. Yeah, that's why y'all gonna agree.
You know what? We're gonna bring this up, bro. Next week when we have our panel here, let's table this.
All right, we're gonna bring it up.
We're gonna bring this up and see what everybody else say.
We're gonna bring it up. We will. We're definitely gonna bring it up.
Yeah.
But since you brought up Kevin Samuels, that's a heck of a segue. R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels.
Rest in peace to that man, and prayers to his family.
Prayers to his family.
Yeah.
It was kind of bogus how his mom had to find out on social media, but that's the world we live in now. If you famous, the world will find out that you passed away or something happened before your family members would.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they found the man. He passed away in a bed, and there was a young lady there. And all I could think about was that hell of a scene in Color Purple.
I know.
When Celie walked through the church, and she asked the old girl, "How did he die?" And she said,
"On top of me."
That's all I thought about.
Yeah.
When the news came out. So
yeah.
But it was just weird that night. Just people tweeting about him, especially a lot of women. They was like they was rejoicing.
It was
that he died, and I know he had some unpopular opinions.
Sure,
but he had unpopular opinions about men too.
But that's just between men and women.
Yeah,
it's between men and women, bro.
Because he shot at men just a lot too.
But the show started all for men.
For men, and he actually said, "I would probably get more." Sound bites and more clickbait if I talked about women more so than men.
Yeah.
And
that's what happened.
To me, I think he kind of figured out his lane and to be relevant to he had a platform, but his opinions I didn't always agree with. I didn't follow him. A lot of stuff I saw from him was when people retweeted or on Instagram they shared his videos. He was out there with a lot of stuff. And then a lot of times,
I think that's because, like you just said, I think that was because it was a clickbait. Because
it was
within his that's what people used to do. Within his clickbait, I wasn't the Kevin Samuels fan. I didn't follow him either. I did definitely watch some of his videos. You couldn't help but see him, but people would send to me all the time.
Yeah.
But people would take a 30-second segment of a 30-minute live or something that he had, and he may say something ratchet in that 30 seconds, and the rest of it would be his real thoughts, which a lot of stuff I didn't disagree with. You know what I'm saying?
The stuff that like when you watch some of the stuff and then he get to talking, and then you like, okay, he got a good point.
Yeah.
Then some of the stuff like, okay, that's a little bit over the top for me.
Sure.
But again, I think
it's his opinion.
I think it's his opinion, and his whole point was, if a man has a certain standard type of a woman he want, that's what he want. If a woman has a certain standard type of a man, that's what she want. That's what she want, and that's just it. But I think what made him so captivating is that, like, he would literally say, like, his last quote that everybody went off was like, if you're 35 or older, you're gonna die alone. Like, and I get how that is
that's a clickbait to me. Yeah,
I get why that's the clickbait. Because it is a little over the top. Like, damn,
for
like,
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my life ain't over. I'm 35. What you mean I'm gonna die alone?
Right.
There's still a chance for me to meet somebody, but
absolutely,
he breaks down why he says that. And again, some of it is like, okay, all right.
It's your opinion.
Yeah, and some of it's like, damn, he do got a point on certain stuff.
Absolutely, bro. I totally agree. That's why I'm like, I don't care either way. I don't say I don't care, because I do hate to see Black men dying in their 50s. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what. But at the same time, I mean, it didn't affect me either way, because I wasn't a Kevin Samuel fan. But I hate the man either, because to me, that's opinion. He was a big talking head, but we know it's a whole bunch of people with podcasts and shows on Instagram and social media that say far worse than Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying? And I think the problem that people don't want to talk about, especially Black women, is that we talk about it all the time. Black people in general, our community, we do not want to take responsibility or accountability for decisions that we make. And it's so easier to brush it off. Now, this is generally speaking, obviously, but I think that was most of, from what I heard from his, after his ratchet, comments and stuff like that, in the end of the day, it's your responsibility to have to get the kind of relationship that you want. You know what I'm saying? And and he will always say, we the only culture that sensationalizes trauma. You know what I'm saying? And sensationalize, broken homes, and think that's okay. And he was like, I come from a broken home. I had a broken home. And he was saying, I'm talking from experience and what that looks like, and how my life could have been better had this been A, B, C, or D. You know what I'm saying? And how it can be better for us as a community as a whole if we bring back the family structure. And that's what I used to hear him talk about more. Like I said, after all the stuff people call in with them dumbass questions, I feel like, but that's not untrue. You know what I'm saying? Like we are the only ones. I can't say we are the only. I'm only talk about Black because I'm Black. Yeah. I know as a whole, for Black people, we not in this age, we don't promote the family structure, whether it's married or just people that just families together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't promote that.
We don't promote it, and then and I always told you this, a lot of times people get mad when other folks praise their family or post their family on Facebook and talk about how they in love or love their family, and people have a problem with that.
Absolutely.
So right.
It's bitterness, bro. And I ain't gonna prolong the topic. It's just, I know that, we gotta talk about this. We have to bring some more women in here and have a real conversation about it's an energy that I see from Black women, educated Black women, or Black women in high positions, to them, you know what I'm saying, that it's I don't like it. I don't like it, because it was, people were making excuses for, using words like all Kevin Samuels did was terrorize Black women. That's a strong word to say, terrorize, because when I think of terrorize, I'm talking about somebody tormenting our community. I'm thinking about those kids that are going downtown, tearing up shit for no reason. I'm thinking about, police that are harassing us for no reason. I'm thinking about, people, men and women that are physically abusing that's terrorizing. Somebody on TV, on the internet, giving their opinion, that's not terrorizing me. I never woke up and thought about Kevin Samuels ever in my life.
Right.
And if he's tormenting you like that, then that's a you problem.
Yeah.
That ain't the Kevin Samuels problem. Because to me, he will look at me and say, I'm undervalued. I'm never gonna get a man. I need to lose weight. He would probably run me down, but guess what? I'm not calling in him asking for his permission for me to feel like I look good to my damn self.
Yep.
You ain't gotta like me. I
Yep.
know who do like me, and those who do like me, you see what I'm saying? They with me. So
Yeah.
that's how we going. That's where we at with that. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna call. I don't have that energy. I'm not gonna watch somebody to tell me, "Oh, you fat and you never get a man." That's your opinion. That's your opinion. I know otherwise. You know what I'm saying? So why would I get upset because he said that? That's not.
I
Hey, that's
I
that's
never
that's your that's your opinion.
It was to me. I never got like too high on him or too like. I was just like, this dude is making opinions, and
Making money.
he's making money. Excuse me. He's using social media to boost his platform, and he has women that call into his show
They call in,
every
bro.
day, all the time.
Mm-hmm. If you call in, why would you call? If you don't want to hear his opinion, then don't call in. And
And
then
he says that.
that's
He says
stupid. That's what I'm saying. I would not call in knowing this man finna ask me how much I weigh, how
Yeah,
old I am, and all this stuff because I know his thoughts on
yeah,
people like me. So he's gonna always in his mind because he values women differently. His value of a high value woman, it may not be
it's different.
about it's different from the guys who value me. You know what I'm saying? So
And
but furthermore, I value myself. So you can't you it's nothing you can do to tell me I'm undervalued. I just sorry, I it's not gonna work for
I
me.
feel
So
you. And and another point that I have made is like, the women going in about him and talking about, you live by the sword, you die by the sword,
just
uh,
that's
you talk destruction on women, and this is the karma. And I'm like, no, like that's not the same. I'm
it's
like,
not the same.
he's not Ted Bundy.
He's
Like
exactly
he didn't
that's
rape
what
and kill women.
no,
I
exactly.
mean, he just gave opinions like what people do every single day
Yes.
on
People
social media.
what you do. And
Yeah,
that's the thing. People use him because he was so out with with his opinions. You know, people use people like Kevin Samuels and people that are like the it's a scapegoat for them to feel self-righteous. Oh, I don't say what he say, but you just put the energy out there that you glad he did. How
yeah,
you think you better than him when you're happy? People will make excuses like, this is the heartless world we live in. Well, if it was Trump, we wouldn't care. If it was Trump, I don't care. When Trump was in office, I rarely talked about him because I don't. He's not a part. I don't. He's to me, he's an idiot. So I don't pay attention to idiots like that. So
right.
whether he, you know, I don't care. It wouldn't affect me either way. I don't. I'm never somebody that's gonna be like, unless someone is like I said, killing kids and going around killing,
Yeah,
people. I'll be happy somebody like that ain't alive no more.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But other
Same
than that,
here.
I don't.
Same
I don't
here.
really people that's not affecting my life. That's the thing. Kevin Samuel's opinion is not the reason why you don't have no man. If you think that, you're sadly mistaken, and you
Very,
are the people that
very silent.
men that's not the reason because men been trying to get a voice to of they haven't had a loud voice to say some of the things that they feel, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying, about how women are, and we don't want to accept that because we've been told we're always right and we get these excuses for our bad behavior, and that's just I'm not saying that our feelings are not validated and that black women we shouldn't feel certain about certain things, but somebody's opinion of us is just that opinion. If you're gonna agree with it, move on, start
Move
watching them.
on. Move
It's just
on.
it's just simple.
And I'm like, and I was like, I was just reading the comments on Twitter, these
It
tweets
was sad. It
and
was
Facebook. I'm
sad.
like, man, God, y'all, a lot of y'all really. I mean, I wonder if y'all really was hurt by him or y'all really took what he said to
It
heart.
wasn't. I can guarantee you 95%, 99.9% of the women ain't woke up thinking about Kevin Samuels. You heard sound bites. You heard him say, black single women, y'all bitter, y'all fat, y'all this, and you got mad because you probably are fat, you probably are bitter, and whatever. If that was me, I'd be like, damn. See, I'm fat, but I ain't bitter. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just some stuff we have to look at and say, the energy that we put out there. If the energy, if you're happy about somebody dying that you never met, that you don't know,
Yeah,
that ain't even been popular for that long. If you're that happy about him, that is self inventory. I'm
that
sorry,
is
I don't care what
terrible.
nobody say, man.
That
That's
is.
self inventory about you and where you are in your life, and it has absolutely zero to do with Kevin Samuel. And if you don't have to feel nothing. You ain't got to be happy or sad that he's alive. You
Nope.
can just be like, oh, Kevin Samuel dead. Damn, moving right along.
Yeah, move on. I'm moving on.
Yeah,
Just
you
like,
you don't have to comment.
hey man, people know I ain't the biggest Donald Trump fan at all.
I ain't a fan at
But
all.
I've never said and never had in my heart, man, I hope he die tomorrow. That ain't me.
That ain't my
That
energy,
ain't me.
bro.
That
I
ain't my
never
energy either.
that dark
That ain't my
energy that people don't understand. You invite that kind of stuff into your life, and you have to be careful because when we start thinking we self-righteous, to me, that's what it sounds like when I
Yeah.
see the comments. It's self-righteousness, and it's far more women, black women. If we're talking about terrorizing and degrading, it's far more black women that are popular singers and have other popular blogs that degrade themselves
Yeah,
more
it's a
so
lot of
than
them out here.
more so than Kevin Samuels, and
It's a
we not
lot of
and
them.
we don't say anything about that. And it's also more Facebook groups, more talking heads that always got negative things said about black men, but black women won't talk about that.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
and
and again, this is generalizing, but I'm just saying in general, we can't have it both ways.
mm-mm.
We can't have it both ways. You
and
can't get mad at Kevin Samuels and then think it's okay for us to spew out the same thing. That's not fair.
to spew out the same thing and talk about men. Cause
Yeah,
it's a lot of women that talk about men in the same light that almost like Kevin Samuels do, and
sure. Not almost they do.
it gets championed.
Yeah.
But when a man does it to a woman, it's like, whoa, hold on. You don't protect us. You don't love us.
Yep. Protect
Wait.
black women. Yeah.
You can't have it both ways, man.
We can't have it both ways, bro. And,
You,
and I absolutely, absolutely believe in male leadership. I have no problem with it. And some things that I can look at in our community and I'd be like, man, it's a lack of male leadership. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. But I don't it's also variables and things that's a reason why it's a lack of black male leadership.
mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing for women. It's the reason why we are where we are because of the black male leadership and the reasons why there's a lack thereof and women feeling like they had to step in, take a position. Now, sometimes we take that too far. Take it too far.
Yeah, they do
Take it
go
too
too
far
far.
sometimes,
They do.
so,
Well, just to wrap it up, I mean, I will never ever rejoice in somebody's death.
no,
But
I ain't on that.
I
It's
ain't
not
gonna
my
lie to you.
move.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be honest. If somebody was to off Zimmerman,
That's who needs to go.
I might do the Drewski. I mean, that's all I might give. I might
That's
be like,
somebody who has terrorized our community.
I mean, that's what
He's
I'm saying.
terrorized our community. He's killed one of our kids. He gloated about it. He had GoFundMe. I mean, he's popular because of kill. That's a terrorizer.
He's
So
popular because he killed somebody.
yes, I don't care about Kevin Samuels' opinion of me being an overweight black woman in my 40s. Sorry, just not
Sorry.
to me. It's like I ain't your move. Next, See, I just
And
I don't
plus,
know.
it's somebody out there for everybody. Like that's literally like that. That's one of those phrases that's literally true. You live long enough, you see people with certain people, you like, well, damn, okay, I would have never thought that. It really is somebody out there for somebody.
I mean, we know there are Facebook groups for guys that like big women.
Yeah.
There are Facebook groups for guys that like chocolate girls.
Yes.
If you like both of them, I'm your girl. So
there you go.
There we go.
I got a homie.
There we go.
I got a homie. He ain't interested in you if you don't weigh more than 210. I love the brother. I love him. He keep it 100.
Hey, but that's what I'm saying.
Loves.
That's your preference. You
that's
like what you like. That's what I'm saying. I ain't never tried to convince somebody. I don't have to convince somebody that they should like me. I'm not for everybody, and I don't like everybody either. So that's the flip side to the coin. Is just like, okay, you may think, oh, I don't have the room to say that because I ain't a size 7. Yes, I do. I can talk to who I want to. I've talked to every male that I want to talk to.
Yeah.
And
just
I'm good.
just to end it on this, and low key, if you talk to a lot of big girls, like if you got some big girls that's cool with you, they'll tell you a lot of these guys that say they don't talk to them, they be in the inbox trying to smash.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
So we know how they go.
Right. And them secret chubby chasers, no, you get out my inbox.
Because we know what happens.
Yeah, I definitely know. But I'm just saying the ones who try to do it in secret. I ain't never messing no dude who want to date me in secret because I'm overweight. No.
Yeah, hey man, them you know what? That's for another. We're gonna say that for next week too.
You don't say, yeah. I mean,
that's another one because I'm tired of them dudes.
Yeah, they goofy.
They goofies. They real goofies.
They goofy.
Like, bro, just do you, bro.
I just think women too. They that's what, and they have. Well, I'm not gonna hold on to this no more. But and I know you hate Lizzo. I
don't hate her. No, I don't hate her.
I'm just saying. I mean, to me, she's outlandish with it. But but body confidence. It's to me, it's. She's saying, I don't care. If you don't want to see it, close your eyes, and that's valid. To me, you ain't gotta be having your butt naked at the basketball game. That's inappropriate. It's inappropriate if you big or a little. To me, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that she's comfortable in her body, and then she have good days, she have bad days. But if in general she's confident in herself, then why are we trying so hard to make her feel like she shouldn't be confident? Like, I don't like that.
No, she can be confident. But like you said, I don't want to see your ass at the Lakers game.
Yeah,
I don't want to see that.
That's too much.
That's too much.
Yeah.
I don't even want to see Rihanna's ass at the Lakers game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Big or little.
I don't want to see ass.
Yeah.
If I want to see ass, I'm gonna go to motherfucking the factory. If I
you gonna go turn on Pornhub?
No, it's a new one now.
What's the new one?
I tell you off air.
Oh, okay then.
I tell you off air. But
all right.
But so moving on. Man, last week some clown speared Dave Chapelle on stage. Now, what was your first reaction when you woke up in the morning and you saw that on Instagram from the Shade Room? What was your first reaction?
I thought that it was an idiot. Like, you have to know if you run up on stage with Dave Chapelle, that what happened is going to happen. What happened to that person? It was kind of alarming that they had a weapon, was able to bring a weapon inside. So Dave's gonna have to get on his security, but at the same time they did their job. But the thing is, people trying to blame it on Will Smith. That's not the reason why that person. People have been trying to, run on stage even before Will Smith did that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they have security for stuff like that. And I think people, because of this cancel culture and this climate that we live in, people feel like they can do anything they want to until something happens. Your arm turned out to be a pretzel. Then, that's just idiotic. It's jokes. You paid money to get your arm dislocated. You an idiot. That's a whole dummy, man.
Yeah,
that's a whole dummy. Like, because you don't like his jokes. So why would you waste your money to do that? So all you did was add to his pocket.
Yep.
What sense would that make?
They touched him up.
As they should.
They touched him up. He came out there looking like Martin did when he fought Tom. They touched him up, man.
What did you think?
Well, when I first watched the video, I was like, damn, like I was shocked.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, you know what? I kind of felt like this was coming.
For Dave?
For Dave, because he been ever since that last stand-up he did, he faced a lot of backlash from that group. And I felt like this was coming. Now, I was able to laugh because, they beat up the dude and Dave was making jokes about it. And even Chris Rock was like, wait.
Is that Will?
Like, we can laugh about it because nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
But then, like, on some real shit, though, what if that dude had a real gun?
That's what I'm saying.
What if he had a knife and he was able to stab Dave?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Laughing.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be the point where we could be mourning Dave still to this
Absolutely.
week.
That's what I said. That's why I was like, that's the messed up part is that like he was able to get like a gun, like a fake gun in there, but the fact that it was able to get through is scary. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I was like, Dave gonna have to get on his security about,
He's gonna have to now. He's gonna have to.
Yeah.
Because this gonna happen again unless he, like I said, unless he got some real tight security.
Right.
That dude got on the stage and he got to Dave.
Yep.
That's what was scary. Like to the point, like, damn, like, he got to Dave.
It's a thing, bro. Like I understand, like to if you don't like his jokes, you feel that they're hateful or things like that. I just feel like people have been telling jokes for a long time, and if you don't like it, you just don't go. Like I feel like we in a hypersensitive society where if you don't all fall into the same line of thinking, it's just like then you have these kind of reactions, and it's just like, and I know maybe it don't affect me as much because I'm not in, the trans community and nothing like that. So it's not me personally. So I understand that I'm not insensitive to that, but it's just like, I don't know.
We just all are we live in a society. It's just everybody's sensitive now, and comedy has always been one of those platforms where nobody's above getting talked about.
Right.
Nobody's above jokes, and now we're at this point where now it's like, okay, no, damn that, that's not funny. That's offensive.
Right.
But it's jokes. So if you feel like it's offensive, don't support that person. Don't go to the show. Because 9 times out of 10, if you go to a Chris Rock show, a Dave Chapelle show, even a white dude that I like, Bill Maher.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go to him, they're gonna make hypersensitive jokes about the society we live in. They're gonna make a gay joke, they're gonna make an LGBT joke. It's gonna be some of those jokes. So you know what's coming.
Yeah.
And comedy used to be that one platform where it was like, man, they get a pass. They comedians. This is jokes. This is their material.
Right. It's just material. To me, a world without some kind of laughter is going to be a sad world to live in. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, that's a silly person that enjoys comedy. And again, like I said, I don't want to be insensitive to people because I'm not a part of that community. But at the same time, people talk about black people
all the time.
Dave Chapelle does. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we have to make fun of. And I don't think he never made a joke that was hateful as far as, doing harm to that community. You know what I'm saying? It was great to me, great jokes about being in, like his joke. I'm a horrible joke teller, y'all. So I ain't even gonna try to repeat none of the jokes because I know I'm a totally bomber, but it's just but the stories that he had, they were just funny stories.
It was funny as hell.
It was anything. It was nothing about like him saying he got out the car and the trans people shoot them all. Like he never had any kind of violent jokes like that. So it's just like we just gotta chill out.
But I'm glad Dave was good. I'm glad they was all able to walk away and laugh.
Yeah, me too.
And Buddy got what he deserved. I
don't feel bad. Was that a transgender person?
That's what they were saying.
That's why people are floating around, but I don't know if
I don't know if it was confirmed or not. But again, I don't even want to get started. But again, like, how we supposed to know? Like, unless somebody walk around with a big ass sign,
we definitely can't tell now.
Hey, I'm gay. I used to be a man. Like, nobody's gonna walk around with that. So how are we supposed to be? Whatever. Don't get me started. But anyway, I'm glad that it's over now and Dave can go on. But again, he gonna have to tighten up.
Yeah, because everybody gonna have to tighten up. All these
apparently that was a Netflix.
It's a Netflix tour.
Yeah, so apparently that was doing the taping.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Dave's gonna talk about it on this next one he do or whatever. He probably will.
I'm sure he will.
I'm sure he got some material for it or whatever. But
yeah, I'm sure he will.
But man, I woke up that morning, I saw the video, I was like, damn.
Yeah, and I hope people don't get no ideas because somebody that guy just got his arm messed up.
Mm.
Imagine if the security wanted to kill, they could have shot and killed him if they wanted to.
They wanted to.
If they saw that gun and thought it was a real gun,
Yeah.
man, you would have been out of here.
You would have been out of there.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think they said Jamie Foxx was there and Busta Rhymes was there, and they got a hold of the dude. I don't know how true that was either, but the fact is, when you saw the video, them dudes just stomping, I was like, damn, they whooping his ass. They whooping
Yeah,
his
bro.
ass. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the consequences. You run up on that stage. That's just like when
Somebody said that if run up and get done up was a person.
That's it. That's just like when them dudes, them goofy fans run onto the football field or on the baseball field, and then the security dudes tackle their ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens.
Like old girl at that last game.
Yeah,
that security guard. That security guard was on it though. She was waiting. Like, I feel like she could do something stupid.
Yeah.
She didn't get fired at all. So she jumped up. That lady was on her. Yeah. It was a she.
Oh, it was a female?
It was a female security guard.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it was a female security guard. She was sitting there. I think she probably was watching her like, yeah, I feel like she on some BS. Mm-hmm. And she was sitting like right behind her. The lady jumped over the people in the front row, and that lady she didn't get fired at all.
She reacted.
She jumped right. I mean, she got her. I was like,
she reacted.
That's now. They need to hire her.
Because who knows what she was finna do?
Yeah. Exactly.
You don't know what she's gonna do.
You don't.
And it's always these goofy white people who have these
entitled
these thoughts like I'm gonna change the world by handcuffing myself to the gang
hey, I'm gonna handcuff myself to the rim.
Yeah, like
what you're doing is laying the game, pissing everybody off.
Pissing everybody off, and then when they take you back there, they're gonna slap you around. This world we live in, I'm telling you, it's
crazy world we live in, bro.
It's a crazy world, man. It's a
crazy world we live in. Yep.
So did you like the Kendrick Lamar that little joint, the video?
I loved it.
You loved it?
I loved it. I mean, I'm not a super deep person, so I can't. I don't know. I don't really know his meaning behind it. I do know that the pictures that he had morphing when he was talking, it went with what he was saying. It was relevant, and so I thought that was super dope. And I think too, just in general, I think he was basically, to me, I took it as he was just putting voice to Black male voices, like the stuff that was going on. I think he was just giving like a Black man perspective of, each and every person. And these are very, very known Black men in our community, and high profile, and just I think he was giving like a human side to their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Except for OJ. OJ, he could have left OJ out. But
he could have left Jussie out.
He could have left Jussie out too. But I get like I feel like I just get that he was just trying to, draw a connection with Black men and what's going on, and putting a voice to kind of, some of the stuff, controversial things that are going on with Black men.
Yeah. Here's how I felt.
Mm-hmm.
I knew because I tweeted. I think I tweeted or I put it on Facebook after I watched the video. I was like, I'm looking forward to the overreactions and deep think pieces about this video.
Mm-hmm.
So what I mean by that is we haven't heard from Kendrick Lamar with an album in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I think his fans are just thirsty and hungry that they finally heard something from him.
Yeah.
Because some of the takes, the hot takes, the reactions about this is the greatest video I've ever seen. I'm so emotional. I'm in tears right now.
Prisons of the moment.
Listen. Kendrick Lamar is by far probably one of the top 10 best rappers on my list.
Yeah,
okay? He can rap. He can rap. he's a storyteller. I like
For
storytellers. He's a
sure.
storyteller.
For sure.
But I didn't think. I thought the video was better than the song.
Okay.
I'm gonna be totally honest
Okay.
because of the whole embodiment, the face changes. I thought that was cool. I thought that was cool. And at the end, the Nipsey, he had all his movements. Actually, what he was saying, I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
But people crying and talking about how emotional they are.
It's the same people that said Kevin Samuels was terrorizing black women.
Kendrick Lamar fans, I love y'all. He is a dope rapper. But come on, this was not the best video that you've ever seen.
No.
If that's the case,
it's different.
How old are you?
You ain't see Black and White? You ain't see Michael Jackson Black and White?
It's a whole bunch of videos we could probably rattle off that are dope videos.
Yeah.
Without bigger messages like his was. I mean,
yeah.
I get it, but I just think people
just be dramatic.
He's been gone for 5 years, and that's
and they missed him.
And they missed him. People missed him, and he's been gone for 5 years. So the whole everybody was just excited. Kendrick, he dropped something. I get it.
Yeah,
I understand that, but the hot takes, the overreactions, we gotta chill. We just gotta because the fans. I know y'all fans. Y'all love him. Listen, the last album we dropped was 2017, and to me that was underwhelming. I'm not saying it wasn't good. It was underwhelming. So we want to hear what this album is coming out. I like his rollout. The album drops what? This weekend or next weekend? This weekend?
I think this weekend.
I think it is this weekend. So everybody's gonna be gluing in on Friday morning, and we're gonna see a lot of takes. I guarantee you, my prediction: somebody on Twitter or social media or Facebook is gonna say this album is a classic after a one-day release. You know it's coming.
But to me, bro, too, I don't disagree with what you said. I just think that even an underwhelming Kendrick album is still probably 10 times better than half the music that's out.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think that, he comparing himself to his other stuff. It's kind of like when you look like a Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to his most underwhelming album is probably still by far better than 90% of the stuff that's out, right? So I just think that you said a lot of it is people just miss him. I think a lot of people, especially our generation, because we don't have a lot of our age group that put out what probably we consider to be real hip hop, and somebody like Kendrick and J. Cole, those are, even like Big Sean, those are probably the closest artists to giving us the music that we grew up on, music that had like message. So I think people just, we be over dramatic about it because hell, we don't get it. We don't hear from the people that we grew up with a lot. You know what I'm saying? Dropping, because I think what you call it say all the time. I can't think of his name, but they always say how we age our artist. When it comes to hip hop.
Nori
says that all the time. Like, we age our artists. Like, the Beatles can go on tour till they dead. You know what I'm saying? But if Snoop want to go on tour, it's just like, he too old. Why? We grew up on him. If I want to go to a rap concert, I want to hear him. I don't want to hear the Migos. No offense to the Migos, and I like them, but I don't want it. They don't have my classics. You know what I'm saying? So, we just age. I think that's all it is. I think people just excited to have decent music. I'm not going to say it's the best video I ever saw. I'm not going to say it's the best song. It's just, for right now, at this time, I thought it was just dope. It's a breath of fresh air. It's something different than what we always, what I'm saying? What we see all the time.
Yeah, I mean, and again, that video, if I'm going to be honest, the video was better. The video might be better than the song to me, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I think they go together, so it's hard for me to. It's hard for me to say that, because I think, like I said, I think when some of the faces morph into certain situations, like when he morphed into Kanye, what he's saying, when he morphed into Will, what he's saying, it goes with it. You know what I'm saying? So to me, they go hand in hand. Maybe the video makes the song better. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that
Yeah.
could be it. That is
Yeah.
because that happens with in the past with a lot of songs
For
anyway. They
sure.
drop a video, it
Yeah.
makes the song even better. I mean,
Yeah.
that could be it. Two
Yeah.
things can be true.
Yeah.
But I just my final thought is I just feel like sometimes we have to stop being I call it hot take whores. Stop being
Yeah.
hot take whores. We got to
Yeah.
stop that because I mean when the song dropped, when the video dropped, I said let me just go on here to Twitter so I can have some content for the pod because I knew it was coming. And
Hmm.
sure enough,
Yeah.
you get those people firing off the tweets. I'm so emotional right now.
Yeah, that's too much. That's just dramatic.
I'm like, all right. I mean, and no diss. Like the song with Andre 3000 and J. Cole, I think that's dope. And they
Right.
don't have a video. But what
Right.
they saying in the song is cold as hell.
Right.
Andre 3000 talking about, when you get to heaven, go meet my mom. Y'all have a conversation about me. Like that was dope. Cole come back with his verse. He kill it.
Yeah.
To me, that's a dope song, but I
Right.
get it. We talking about
Right.
Kendrick Lamar.
Right.
He is one of the most famous rappers. Some people say the greatest rapper alive right now. Cool. I even live with that take.
Right.
I'm cool with that because he can rap.
Right.
I live with that. You can have that.
I mean, for me, he's a poet. I mean, I think J. Cole is too. To me, those are probably two. Those three, Big Sean, J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. To me, they're interchangeable as far as who can be the best. To me, you know what I'm saying. Probably my favorite too is probably J. Cole and Kendrick, and probably my honest probably favorite is probably J. Cole. That's just me because I like his style of rap. I like his music. Probably has more pop appeal to it. So, but I like rappers that talk about stuff that actually talk. And even though I like ratchet songs, I don't want to hear a whole album of, toot that thing up. I just
I
don't.
feel you. I don't want to hear a whole album about
Death either. Shoot.
Hotepping. So
yeah,
facts. I like a good balance.
Fact. I think J. Cole give a balance. He give you a little ratchet. He give you a little hotep. He give you a little consciousness. Yeah, he give you a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to the album when it drops because I want to see what he's talking about. Because again, a lot has happened since 2017.
For sure.
So I mean, I want to hear what he got to say, what he got to talk about. Nipsey died in 2019. Kobe died in 2020.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he's gonna have some stuff to say.
And some of those he had their hands on his cover, and
yeah. I peeped that. Yeah.
I mean, I think the ending was but it wasn't for me. I wasn't gonna cry, but I think the ending when he morphed into Kobe and Nip, that was like a damn. That was kind of like a sad kind of. I don't know. It was kind of emotional in a sense because of those two and what they meant to our community, and just to see them and the things he was saying that went with the it was like, man, it's just messed up. That's why I said, like, I hate seeing, even somebody as controversial as Kevin Samuels, but just like black men just not living long, it makes me feel sad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's Kendrick is one of the voices in hip hop that a lot of people want to hear from.
Yeah.
Like J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake, those three. Drake has never necessarily been a message type rapper.
Right.
Drake is just the king of making great hits.
Yeah. He's the king of the radio.
Yeah, Kendrick and J. Cole, they've always had some type of message in their rap.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of people, especially younger generation, who are pro-black, but also they still love hip hop.
Yeah.
So for them, those are the two best artists that they go to. So
exactly.
I hope the album's good, and for a 5-year wait, you really do hope the album's good, and you hope that it's not a dud. You hope it's fire. And right now, let's see what he does because right now the hottest rapper right now is he from Chicago. He owns rap.
Dirk.
Yes, Dirk owns this rap thing.
Yeah.
He number one album when he dropped, and low key, I listened to the album. It's not for me, but I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I like the production.
Right.
He talking a lot of he talking a lot of drill stuff, and it ain't for me. But everywhere he go, he sell out. He did 200 and something the first week. He's still on top.
Yeah.
Dirk on the streets right now.
Yeah.
And let's see what Kendrick do when he drop, and then the week after, because this is the most anticipated album in 2022.
For sure. Yeah. It don't really matter who else come out at this point.
It don't. It don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the most anticipated album. So.
Yeah. For sure. For sure.
Oh, and then before we get out of here, I gotta ask you about this though. Did Joel Embiid get robbed today?
Probably. He probably did, bro. I'm not a big Joel fan, but I think this year he did. Probably even like last year too. But I think he put up buckets. I think he did take a bigger. I think he especially with Ben Simmons being gone and Jimmy being gone. Like I think he did put the team on his back this year to get them where they are currently. And I know everybody's in love with Luka. That's a bad boy. Don't get it twisted, but I probably would have gave it to Joe over Luka. I personally, I think he had less to work with. You know what I'm saying this year, and for them to be, in the semifinals right now, that's, that. I mean, I know Luka that they in there too, but I just feel like, I probably would have gave it to, but both of them kind of injury prone too. So it's I don't know, bro. It's a catch-22, but I think people just don't like Joe. It's a popularity vote, and I think people just don't like him because the gap of which he lost, that was kind of surprising.
That's what's surprising to me because he got only 13 for first place votes, and I'm like, wait a minute, okay,
right.
See, for me, the MVP voting is tricky throughout the years because there was a time if you won the MVP, that means either your team was either the best team in the NBA, and you were the best player on that team.
Yep.
And your play was a result of why that team was the best team.
Yep.
So for years, the writers gave you that award.
Yep.
Then I know that one year Russ got it. His team was eighth seed, but Russ averaged a triple-double that year. Had never been done before until he did. I get it. Right. I was cool with that MVP.
Right.
I was cool. Jokic, when he won it last year, I was like, okay, I get it. They were in the top 4 in the league. Joker had a great year. Now, this year I scratched my head because they were 6 in the West. Joel Embiid led the league in scoring. He had a dominant year, and Philly was always top 3 throughout the East. When he got hurt, remember, they fell off.
Right.
So if the writers penalize him for being hurt and not playing in a full season, okay, fine. That's their right. Now, if it came down to who would win it over them two, you got to lean toward Giannis again. Because he had great numbers and they finished number 3 in the East.
Right.
And he beat Joel head-to-head in the East. So everybody kept saying today is that Jokic had great numbers this year, 2,000 points, over 1,000 rebounds and whatever, and how that has never been done by a center and all that. And then they were saying, like, his second best player was, Aaron Gordon. Because, they lost Jamal Murray, they lost Michael Porter Jr. Okay, that's true.
Right.
Say the same thing about Embiid.
That's what I'm saying. I think, and I agree.
Embiid, and remember, Ben Simmons didn't play. He
That's
was still in Philly.
Yeah.
We didn't know how good Maxey was going to be.
Right.
And then even do you think Maxey would lead Philly
Right.
to a top 3 finish without Embiid?
No.
I don't think so.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
So again, I mean, I was confused, and I just thought the gap. I thought it was going to be much closer.
Yeah, me too.
I did. I just thought it was going to be much closer.
Yeah, they don't like him. He's not. I don't know. I ain't a big fan because just some of his off court antics that irritate me, you know, and him and his white girl fetish, you know, that irritates me. But you know, that's his thing. That's his thing. But as far as Baldwin, I'll never you can't take that from him. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it was an injury thing. So, you know, next year, granted no injuries, and he gets them back and even higher the next year, then if he don't get it, then I know something.
Well, hey, I mean, right now the front runner next year is Luka.
I don't even see. I mean, I don't. You know, the sometimes the NBA fall in love with big white boys. You know, just like they did with Dirk. Dirk was good. I mean, Dirk was probably one of my favorite forwards. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, you know, it was deserving, but you know, it was just like they was acting like it was like, you know, like it was just they overblow it to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, I'm saying Luka is cold for sure. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, I don't know. Right if they lose this round, which I suspect they will, you know what I'm saying? And they get to the playoffs again and they lose again, he shouldn't get the MVP.
Well, right now, there hasn't been an American-born player that won an MVP since 2018. And that was James Harden. So right now, you got Giannis, he's won it twice, and you got Jokic with the Nuggets, who's back-to-back. You know,
was Embiid wasn't born here either, was he?
No, he would have been another one.
Yeah, so.
But again, here we go. You got Jokic is in that territory now. He's a back-to-back MVP winner. That's supreme territory in terms of NBA greatness.
Right.
Bird done it 3 years in a row.
Right.
Michael Jordan has done it.
Yeah.
LeBron has done it.
Yeah.
And we talking like Steve Nash has done it.
Yeah.
Shaq has never done it.
Yeah.
Kobe has never done it.
Yeah.
So we talking some territory now that he's in the all-time great territory. So I mean,
if he don't win nothing, nobody's gonna remember that though.
That's what Nick Wright said. Nick Wright, he's funny. Nick Wright was like, he's gonna be the most least memorable MVP winner in the history of the NBA.
Big facts. I hate to say it, like Kiki Palmer. I hate to say it. Sorry to that man.
Nick Wright says that all the time. He said it last year when Jokic won it, and he said it again this morning. He's going to be the least memorable MVP winner in the history of the NBA.
Facts. Unless he go on a ramp and they start winning multiple championships, nobody is going to care that he won MVP.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah.
So, but hey, let's preview for next week. Let's let the fans know what we got next week.
So next week, y'all, we'll be back with our panel. The same guests that we had before, but they're gonna all be here together. So we're gonna have the men and the women on next week, and we're gonna be talking our mess as we normally do. And so we're gonna go live at 7. So y'all make sure y'all join in and listen, have y'all popcorn, have y'all questions, because this should be a lively and good show. So I'm excited about it. I can't wait.
Yeah, next week it's gonna be a lengthy show, everybody. So we're gonna get these opinions off. We're gonna crack these jokes. It's gonna be some strong opinions, but you know that's what we trying to bring everybody. And make sure y'all comment and join in on discussion, because the more y'all ask questions, the more y'all leave comments, the better it be for the show. Because like T said, y'all was there for the 3 women we had, and y'all was there for the 3 men we had. So they're all coming back. It's gonna be about other sexes, but it's gonna be more intellectual people. Okay,
for sure.
So you people will like it. Trust me.
It'll be fun, y'all.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So you got any shout outs, T?
Just shout out to all the mothers again. Happy Mother's Day. Hope y'all had a good day yesterday. Y'all be safe. It's gonna be a nice all week, and it's unfortunate that we have to say that, you know what I'm
I know,
saying?
right?
But
I
y'all
know,
be
right?
safe. Hopefully you can enjoy yourself. Be
Yeah.
careful. Thank you, listeners. Y'all check us out. If you missed the show, y'all go back and make sure y'all like the go back and listen to the other ones.
Yeah.
And as always, make sure y'all like, y'all comment and subscribe. We definitely appreciate that. And I can't wait for next week. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Make sure y'all subscribe to the IG page. Some of this, some of that podcast. We on Apple. We on Spotify. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page.
Yes,
Keep leaving
sure.
comments. Hey, shout out to Marsha. Hey, Marsha, your comments. Hey, you be on point, Marsha. For real.
Yeah, she always comment. We appreciate you, sis.
We appreciate you for listening. And I see some of y'all keep sharing the podcast. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
All right,
All
T.
right, we see y'all next week.
Next week, make sure y'all have y'all popcorn.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good.
All right,
Peace
y'all.
out.
Peace.